Well, good morning, folks. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Welcome back to the Jeff Daugherty Show, Christian Whistleblower, New Cosmic Knowledge YouTube channel. Is Jesus an alien? Shocking question. Some may consider it blasphemous, but what we do is consider what the Scriptures say. And let's take a look right now at why I would say, is Jesus, or why I would ask the question, is Jesus an alien? Now, before we answer that question, let's make sure that we understand we're not asking, was the Word who became flesh, the person we call the Christ, an alien? For we already showed on our Father's Day video, which I will link in the box below, that the Word who became flesh, that was the Word, the Elohim, that came to planet Earth. And the Apostle John shows that he came as a full-grown man, walking, talking, sharing fully with them. So if that is the case, then why in the world would we have this baby Jesus story in the New Testament? And even more so, we would ask, why would it look like, or does it look like, he was presented as an extraterrestrial entity? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, and we're asking, is Jesus an alien? Now, to save time and make things a little more smooth, I'm going to read from my book, Final Message of the Last Apostle, because it does have all of the Greek already pulled out and set up for us. I don't have to go through it on the screen with you. Some of you consider that a little bit laborious. But when his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Lord. So the story goes that Joseph and Mary were engaged. Before they ever had sex, she was found with child of the Lord. Sounds holy. Sounds like the story that we are used to. But when you look at it in the original Greek, she was found with child of the Lord turns into Mary discovered she was holding in her womb something from the Lord. Now, the striking point is that the words for baby, infant, or child were not used there. It didn't say that Mary was holding a baby in her womb, that she was holding a child in her womb, that she was holding a newborn in her womb. No, it says she was holding something in her womb. Something. A thing. From the Lord in her womb. What makes it even more curious is when we read the story of how the angel came to Mary and told her that this was going to happen. And let's look at how it goes about and just how it's said. And remember, Luke was a doctor. And the first thing the angel said, and Luke wrote this passage, is why I mentioned that he was a doctor. Mary, you're highly favored. Don't be afraid. You found favor with the Lord. Now, of course, when you go to the dentist and he tells you this is going to pinch a little bit, you go to the doctor, this is going to be a little uncomfortable, you know right away that this is going to hurt. So when they say to Mary, Mary, don't be afraid, it's going to be all right, you're like, oh boy. And the angel told her, you will conceive in your womb. Again, sounds holy, sounds normal. But the Greek of it says, you will be taken hold of or seized in your womb. The Greek word is to take hold of or seize. Your womb will be taken hold of or seized. Your womb will be taken hold of or seized. Now, I don't have a womb, but if I did, I wouldn't want it taken hold of or seized, and I wouldn't want what I got taken hold of or seized. Very, very interesting. And you will bring forth a son. Again, sounds rather benign, but when you read it in the Greek, a descendant of the same nature as the Father will come forth from you. Wow. And you will name it, the Lord Yahweh is salvation. The Spirit of the Lord will come upon you. The power of the highest shall overshadow you. You will be overtaken as in an attack. The Spirit of the Lord will come upon you. The Greek is, you'll be overtaken as in an attack. The power, might, and strength will envelop you. Wow. You will be overtaken as in an attack. The power, might, and strength of the Lord will envelop you. After this, you will discover that you're holding something in your womb from the presence of the Lord. That's the original Greek. You will be overtaken as in an attack. The power, might, and strength of the Lord will envelop you. After this, you will discover you are holding in your womb something from the presence of the Lord. What does that sound like to you with a 21st century mindset? Sounds exactly like a UFO, ET, alien, artificial insemination scenario, doesn't it? Why would that be in the New Testament? Why indeed would that be in the New Testament? Sounds like something you'd hear on Coast to Coast AM. And it gets more curious. That holy thing which shall be born of thee will be called the Son of the Lord. That holy thing translates to a thing of supernatural origin. Not the child, not the baby, not the infant, but the thing of supernatural origin. And again, it's a doctor writing. And the thing is of supernatural origin, not earthly origin. And it will be said to be called the Son of the Lord. It didn't say it will be the Son of the Lord. It said it will be called the Son of the Lord. Folks, are you hearing what I'm hearing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you reading what I'm reading? Now do you know why I'm asking? Was Jesus an alien? Or really better put, does someone want us to think that Jesus was an alien? Is an alien? How about that? Now look at this, what happens that night that he was actually supposedly born, right? Wrapped him in a manger, shepherds were in the fields, angels came and said, hey, here's Jesus, he's a great guy. But here's what actually happened. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, the shepherds, and the glory of the Lord shone about them. They were sore afraid. The messenger of the Lord appeared as in an attack. You're out there minding your business, tending your sheep, and then the messenger of the Lord appears as in an attack. And the glory of the Lord shone right round about them. The Greek, a blinding brightness shone all around them. A being from the sky suddenly and out of nowhere appeared as in an attack with blinding brightness which shined all around, encasing them in light. Do you see what that says? The Greek says of the shepherds that night in Bethlehem that they were encased in blinding columns of light. And they were filled with dread. They were sore afraid. No kidding. And suddenly there was a great crowd like a heavenly army of these creatures. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that whole thing? Mary, your womb's going to be taken hold of and seized. You'll be incapacitated, paralyzed. And when you come to, you'll find that you're carrying something in your womb. Not a baby, not a child, not an infant, but you're carrying something from the Lord in your womb. And then, when he does end up getting born, the shepherds that are watching, all of a sudden these beings of light appear, and they're encased. They're encased in columns of light, just like you see in the movies. Is Jesus an alien? Well, if we believe the Bible, it sure looks like he's an alien. And again, the question is, why would someone want us to think he's an alien? Why would someone want us to think that Jesus is an alien? It looks like from the Bible, if you read it with a 21st century understanding, it sure looks like Jesus is the product of an extraterrestrial artificial insemination, some might call it rape, of the woman Mary. And when he was born, a great craft appeared, scared the, should I say bejesus? Scared the shepherds and encased them in columns of light, blinding columns of light. Is Jesus an alien? Looks like Jesus is an alien. The question is, why would someone want us to believe he's an alien? Is it part of an ongoing plan? If he came like an alien the first time, maybe we wouldn't be so surprised if he came like an alien the second time. Maybe they're trying to set us up for something like a final false flag that I've been known to talk about from time to time. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Like, share, subscribe. We're here to help you unwind your mind. We're here to help you to ask the questions you won't ask, to come to the understandings you wouldn't come to otherwise. Is Jesus an alien? And why do they want us to think so? Unwind your mind, unindoctrinate yourself, and be excellent to each other.